No one swims in my waters. My wife was cheating on me in my own house. Her lover's scream broke the surface before his body did, a strangled, high-pitched gasp. Chlorine and blood mingled in the air. And in that moment, watching him thrash, clawing his burning skin, I knew my patience had finally paid off. But endings mean nothing without beginnings. It started with her perfume. Too sweet, too heavy. Not mine. The kind of scent that clings to sheets long after the body is gone. Then came the laughter, muffled at first, seeping through the walls when she thought I was working late. I remember sitting in the driveway one night, headlights off, listening. The sound cut deeper than any blade. Then I saw him, slim, tanned, lounging by my pool, drinking my whiskey, sliding into my house like he owned it. My wife, no, the woman who once wore my ring, watched him swim while I bled myself dry at work. Her eyes devoured him, the same eyes that used to follow me. The humiliation wasn't private. Neighbors noticed. New friend, they'd ask, smirking. I smiled back, learned to wear the mask. But inside, something cracked. The fall was brutal. Sleep abandoned me. Food turned to ash. I stared at walls, at ceilings, at nothing. A ghost of my own life. But grief is a furnace, and I learned to burn. I poured myself into work. Deals sharpened. Money multiplied. They thought I was chasing ambition. They didn't know I was building a weapon. By the time I surfaced, I was wealthier, colder, untouchable. She, meanwhile, was still sneaking around with her poolside parasite. That's when I decided it wouldn't be divorce. It wouldn't be scandal. It would be a lesson. I studied him the way a hunter studies prey. His habits, his routines. Every Wednesday, like clockwork, he came to the pool. She made excuses, yoga, errands, but always circled back to him. He dove. He swam. He drank. He thought he was safe. I began making changes. A filter replaced. A delivery made. Chemicals adjusted. She never noticed. Why would she? She was too busy tanning in her betrayal. It wasn't enough to kill him. That would have been sloppy. It had to be poetic. The water he loved, the water he used to mark as his kingdom, would become his coffin. So I laced the pool with something invisible. Not poison, too fast. Something slow. A blend that seared skin raw, shredded lungs from the inside, one swallowed. Undetectable until it touched flesh. I rehearsed it 100 times. The day came like any other. She left the gate open. He arrived shirtless, smug, dripping with arrogance. The sun was high, the water crystal clear. I watched from the upstairs window as he stretched, flexed, smirked. Then he dove. The splash was clean. The silence after was not. At first, his strokes were strong. Then they faltered, his face twisted. He surfaced, screaming, chest heaving, skin already blistering. He clawed at his throat, eyes wide, searching for help that would never come. And her, she screamed too. Not for me, not out of guilt, for him. That hurt almost as much as a betrayal. Almost. I let him writhe. Every thrash, every gasp, every desperate attempt to escape his paradise was justice distilled. She tried to drag him out, but his body was already failing. The pool turned crimson, bleeding him out as if the water itself rejected him. I stood there, silent, steady, the executioner, watching the sentence carried out. When it was over, the sirens came. Paramedics pulled out what was left. Neighbors whispered. My wife sobbed, mascara streaking, grasping for explanations no one believed. I played my part flawlessly. Shocked husband, broken man, tragic victim of his wife's poor choices. The police asked questions. I answered with truths they wanted to hear. Pools are dangerous. Chemicals are unpredictable. Accidents happen. Case closed. She left soon after. Couldn't bear the silence of the house. I didn't stop her. Let her walk away with nothing but her shame, her guilt, her empty hands. Me? I stayed. I rebuilt the pool, clear and pristine as if nothing had ever happened. And sometimes late at night, I sit by the edge, watching the surface shimmer under the moonlight, calm, deceptive, beautiful. Like me. And if you're wondering whether I regret it, No, he stole what wasn't his. She betrayed what was mine. I didn't just punish them. I reminded the world, no one swims in my waters without drowning.